Okay, so again, how did you come here today? What was?
I have a friend who works in the trade who was invited today and was unable to attend. I live here locally in Sonoma and just had some time off and came last night actually. I was not familiar with the foundry and I think it's a great concept.
So you didn't know it was here until just.
I'd heard the name, but I really didn't know the concept and what they did, and sort of did a little tour last night, and I think it's a great idea.
Okay, and are you planning on bottling some of your own here?
Perhaps one day.
Okay.
There's probably a barrel of wine in me somewhere along the way.
Okay. Any particular blend that you found?
Oh, last night I had a red blend I thought was pretty good. I had some Zinfandel in it. I happen to like Malbec, the Malbec grape, but I haven't met many wines I didn't like.
Do you think something like this will appeal to a lot of people?
I think it very well could. I think as more people know about it, it's getting involved right at the beginning. I think is exciting for people. As I said, I've known people in the business, and unfortunately, you work as hard to make a lousy bottle of wine as you do a good bottle of wine. I think getting involved in the process, I think, makes one appreciate wine quite a bit more.
Are you going to tell anybody about this?
Oh, certainly. I'll be happy to tell people about it. I think, like I said, it's a great idea, and people that are enophiles, I think, would very much like the fact that they could come in and create their own brand of wine.
Your name, please?
My name is Tom Cote.
Could you spell that?
Cote.
Okay, and where are you from?
I live here in Sonoma, yes.
Great. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Matt DeFina,
I'm Denise Defina.
and our brand is Defina Family Cellars, and we're extremely excited to be building our brand through the Wine Foundry. We've known about the Wine Foundry for a couple of years. We're local here in the Napa-Sonoma area, and we visited this place and we fell in love with it immediately and knew that this was the place for us to launch our brand. And we have a pretty unique story that goes along with our brand that we wanted to share with you. And the name of our brand is going to be Breathe. You all know that wine breathes, and we all breathe. But I actually know what it's like to not be able to breathe. I was born with cystic fibrosis, and 2 years ago I needed a double lung transplant to survive. So knowing that and the success, the trials and tribulations that I've been through, and now the successes that I've had being able to breathe, we wanted to go on that and build a brand that represents, I don't know, we need to cut.
What? Okay.
Okay.
So you're a member here?
I am.
Okay.
I'm one of the commerce members here.
Okay. Tell me about how you got involved.
Well, Becky and I wanted to own a vineyard. Then we wanted to own a winery. And we said we don't want to be farmers and we don't want to be full-time winemakers. So we had to find a way that we could make great wine, but not make the full-time commitment to do it.
And how's that worked out for you?
It's worked out fantastically. We started here in the 2011 vintage, and we produced 3 amazing vintages of great wine.
Okay. What do you do with your wine? Do you give it away?
No, we sell it. Obviously, friends and family, once they taste it, want a bunch of free samples, but we sell it online, direct to consumer in 22 states now, and it's going great.
How did you come up with the flavor or the aroma, all those things that go into making? How did you develop your own?
Yeah, it's taste is personal, right? So great wines start with what do you want to make, and what do you think a Cabernet should taste like, or a Pinot Noir or a Chardonnay. So you make a wine that you like, and it's a pretty good chance that lots of other people are going to like it too.
Okay, real good. How long have you belonged to this group here?
Again, we started in the 2011 vintage, so this would be our 5th year.
Yeah, okay, and it's been successful for you?
We've been very successful. Really good reviews from sommeliers, competitions, and certainly friends and family.
For up and coming winemakers, people similar to you that want to make their own wine, would you recommend something like this? To come?
Absolutely. The Wine Foundry's been fantastic. We have all the resources we need, from great winemakers to marketing consultants to bonded warehouse to online support, regulatory support, all the things you need to be a compliant, successful winemaker exist at the Wine Foundry.
Any final thoughts or words you'd like to share with the vast audience?
You got to follow your passion, and if this is a way to follow your passion without making a tremendous financial and personal commitment, the Wine Foundry is the way to go.
Your name?
Patrick Durbin,
And spell the last name?
Durbin,
You're from
the Philadelphia area.
back east?
That's correct.
You come all the way out here?
Yep, 6 times a year.
Okay, got to ask you about that now. They make wine back there, don't they?
We make incredible wines in Pennsylvania, but I wanted to make wines in Sonoma and Napa Valley. We do have great wines. Eric Miller's a phenomenal winemaker in Pennsylvania, but we wanted to make wines out here.
Do you find the grapes that grow here have a different characteristic?
Clearly, the grapes that grow in Sonoma and Napa are world class and can compete against absolutely the very best grape varietals around the world, which is why we came to Sonoma and Napa to make our wines. We have great wines in Pennsylvania. Many of the noble wines succeed well there, but this is the place to grow great wines in the United States.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good. Okay, so you came here because
To the Wine Foundry.
yes,
So we've been making wine here since 2007. We started with a 2006 Zinfandel, and we were doing it for personal, for fun. And over the years, we kept expanding and doing a little bit more, and then when the Wine Foundry took over, we decided to go commercial because Wine Foundry is a very good outfit, and they really brought the right kind of backing to the operation, and so we felt very comfortable going commercial. So then we started making wine commercially with it. It's been a fun ride.
are there other places like the Wine Foundry around the area here, or are they unique?
They are very unique. There are other places that can do custom wine. I don't know a lot about them. Most of them that I understand are down in the San Francisco area, not actually located in wine country, which is a benefit. But for sheer scale and size, the Wine Foundry is the biggest operator that I know of. So from that perspective, I would say they're very unique.
And how big is your market that you sell your wines to?
So we're in selected states because we only produce about 200 cases or so a year of each vintage, and we are varietal. So we'll do, right now we're doing Syrahs, Zinfandels, and Cabernets. And this year we're talking about expanding that and doing some Pinot Noirs as well. So, but it's all red wine. We don't do any white wine. We do what we like.
For up and coming winemakers that want to get involved in the business, what would be your advice?
I would say to just jump in whole hog, feet first, and don't be intimidated by the idea of winemaking. If you've never done it before, it's a learning experience, and it's a continual learning experience. And until the day you stop doing it, you will learn every single day. I'm still learning every time I get involved. So don't be intimidated. Jump in both feet first. These guys are great. They'll help you through it. They'll tell you when you're doing something dumb. They'll tell you when you're doing something smart. They'll guide you along the way. And frankly, it's just a fun experience. It's a fun ride. Just get into it. Get your hands dirty, literally and figuratively. Just get in there and do it and have a good time. That would be my advice. Don't wait. Don't wait. And start small if you want. You can always grow from there.
Thank you. Can you spell your last name, Chris?
It's Desautelle.
And it's pronounced?
Desautelle.
Okay, thank you. And you're from?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Exactly the opposite side of the country from San Francisco.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Wow.
we have
What about wine back there?
So interestingly enough, California obviously is the creme de la creme. People like the California wines, and there's a good variety back there, but it is a limited variety or option compared to out here. This is the heart of wine country. So our wines play very well back east. We just did a charity event called Bourbon and Bow Ties, which is primarily a bourbon and cigar drinking kind of charity event. We poured our red wine there. It was attended by 350 people, maybe 400 people. We were told you'd pour maybe 2 cases of wine because people were going to drink scotch and other alcohol and beer and mixed drinks. We poured 5 cases of wine and ran out. So people kept coming back saying, I want to try this, I want to try that. Someone told me to try this, it was a great wine. We had people tell us they were in other lines, heard people talking about the wines. So just a testament to the good wines made here in California, and in particular made here at the Wine Foundry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good.
Take care.
Well, we got the Powell Mountain Cabernet Sauvignon here. This one's still pretty young. It's still got about a year left, but it's really good. It's definitely one of the ones we're most excited about. So yeah, just a really strong fruit flavor.
Powerful, real powerful. So it's
Definitely our favorite so far.
Okay. Now, are you people new to this?
Actually, yeah, we have family who are involved in this, so we're getting interested in it as well. So this is our first trip up here to Sonoma, getting into they make the Kagan wine, so we're just up here.
Where are you from?
We're from Norway, and they're from the Houston area.
I know Eden.
Are you? Where in Norway?
I don't know. I immigrated a long time ago.
Fair enough.
So, are you interested in making your own wine?
We're definitely interested in helping them make theirs. They've got a couple of years behind them now. They had, what were they saying, 8 or, no, it was more than that. It was maybe up to 15 they've made so far. So they're getting into it and getting into their groove, so,
So
you know.
we're getting introduced to it now, so we'll see.
It's good to have someone tell you about it.
What's the appeal to you on this?
Well, it definitely helps to get to come up here and sort of take part in the lifestyle that is up here, but also just getting to help create something and then have it turn out this nice. It's definitely a fun thing to do.
So, how long will you come over for to help?
We're thinking, a couple times a year would be essentially what we can do, but we'll definitely be helping them. And as soon as the wine arrives, we'll help them with that.
Now, tell me about the wine in Norway.
That is non-existing.
I don't think there's a lot. There's maybe some berry wines, that sort of thing. Obviously, not a huge amount of grapes there. So I think maybe that is part of the appeal of it, is that it's so different from our landscape and what we can make that it's a bit of a foreign world for us.
Okay, so this is kind of a new venture for you.
Absolutely.
And something you're really looking forward to. Mm-hmm. Now, are you taking any of this wine back to Norway?
We will, absolutely. We still have some of the former vintages at the house, which we're excited to take home, and then from there, it's just about, what we can fit in the luggage.
What hooked you on wine in the first place? Since there's not very much of it in Norway.
Sure. It's just a long line of people in the family who've loved it. Every relative we go to, big wine cellar, it's always been part of the family.
So there's a genetic thing there.
There's something in the blood there. Absolutely.
Okay, when are you going back?
We'll be up here until Tuesday, and then after that we head back to Norway.
What do you do in Norway?
Actually, she just graduated law school, so she's going back to be a lawyer, and I work in the oil industry.
The oil industry?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, okay. And you were born in Norway, of course?
We were.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, absolutely.
Enjoy your stay.
Will do.
Give me your name, Stefan.
Ellenberger.
Spell it.
Ellenberger.
And your first name is?
Lina.
Lina.
Yeah.
Are you two?
Together.
Okay. And your last name is?
Rakner.
Yeah.
Pronounced Rackner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, so basically, you look at me or the camera.
All right. What's better?
Well, me, because I'm asking the question.
Okay.
So it would look funny if you answered it to the camera.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, so you belong to the wine club here. Tell me about that.
Yes, I've been in the wine club for probably about a year now, and it's kind of neat because I get 4 bottles 4 times a year, and they're always something different. Sometimes it's the Wine Foundry wine, sometimes it's some of the small wineries that make their wine through the Wine Foundry, and it's kind of cool because it's something different every time, and the wines have been good. I've been drinking some of them, and they've been good. So.
Okay. Are you interested in bottling your own?
I've thought about it, haven't really made the leap yet, but I'm starting to think about it a little bit. You know, it seems like kind of a neat idea. Either I'm an attorney, and for marketing purposes, to give it out to clients, something with my label on it, that might be kind of neat. And just to have some of my own wine might be kind of fun. But
Okay,
haven't quite made the leap yet, though.
When you make the leap, are you going to come here to do it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely come here.
Let me get a complete sentence out of you if I decide to do it, because they're going to cut my voice out.
Sure. Yes, if I decide to do it, I would come here because I think this is a nice facility, and the people I've met have been nice. I've known Philip for a long time, and so I think it'd be a good place to do it if I did decide to make my own wine.
Do you have any people that you tell about this place to come and explore it or investigate it?
Yeah, I do. I tell the story quite a bit because I think it's a neat idea for someone who's into wine. If you're really into it and want to have your own hand in it, so to speak. So I tell the story, and I think people are interested in it because it's a neat idea. It's fun.
Great. What's your name?
Ben Young.
Spelled like it sounds.
Spelled like it sounds.
Okay, you're from?
Orinda, California.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot.